Good evening, everyone, and welcome to St. George's here in Middletown, Rhode Island, where the Salve Regina University Seahawks are set to take on the Nor'easters of the University of New England. But first, we are going to celebrate the class of 2022. I will step aside, and we will await public address announcer Matt Hurd for the special pregame ceremony here for the Seahawks to honor their 8 seniors here tonight. And let's tune in.
Tonight is senior night for the Salve Regina women's ice hockey team as we honor our 8 spectacular seniors. Please direct your attention to the Salve Regina bench as we introduce each senior and their escorts. Number 3, right defense, Celia Polska. Cassidy will be doing a second undergraduate program for medical and brother Christian. Hayes Stapleton. 22, right forward, Colby Lopez. Colby is a business administration major from Norwalk, Connecticut. She began playing hockey when she was 3. Colby hopes to work at NBC Sports in New York City following graduation. She is escorted by Daria Blackham, Taylor and Jake Lopez Balboa. Colby Lopez Balboa! Number 26, left forward, Dakota the Man. Dakota is a business administration major from Newington, Connecticut. She began playing hockey when she was Number 26, a senior forward from Newington, Connecticut, Dakota Levin! And number 30, in the goal, a senior from Beverly, Mass, Madison George! The head coach of the Seahawks is David Lund. He is assisted by Mike Meach, Erica Sylvia Adams, and Karen Kristen LeVay.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to St. George's here in Middletown, Rhode Island, where the Salve Regina University Seahawks are set to take on the Nor'easters of the University of New England. Hello again and welcome. I am Andy Pizzelli bringing you the call here tonight, senior night for the Seahawks. If you're just tuning in, we had a special pregame ceremony honoring the Seahawks, 8 seniors. You can go back and rewatch that on the live stream in between periods or later on tonight if you so choose. It was a great ceremony. Celia Paulskill, Kimberly Dunn, Bryn Mendez, Cassidy LaRiviere, Paige Stapleton, Colby Lopez Balboa, Dakota McMahon, and the netminder Madison Jalbert, all joined by family and friends on the ice for a pregame ceremony commemorating their 4+ years here at Salve Regina. Now to the game. The Seahawks 5-13-3 on the season, 4-9-3 in the CCC. UNE, meanwhile, 8-11-2, 8-6-2 in conference play. It'll be Delaney Corcoran minding the net for the Nor'easters, the sophomore from East Sandwich, Mass. Meanwhile, it'll be Madison Jalbert, the senior, once again between the pipes for Salve Regina, the senior from Beverly, Massachusetts. And we're underway. Kimberly Dunn will wrap it around the boards into the left wing corner. Held in by LaRiviere. She'll flick it on the backhand in deep and come to the bench for a change. Last time these two teams played here, the Nor'easters led 2-0 late in the third. Seahawks scored 2 straight to force overtime. Emma Godelf made it a 1-goal game, and then it was Emma Breen with 8 seconds left and the extra attacker on to force OT. It was a feel-good tie for the Seahawks. Obviously, the Nor'easters a little bit stunned. Over the line right side, here comes Hamilton. Throws it to the left side for the shot from Kasputis that goes high and wide. Last time out for Salve, they fell 4-0 to Suffolk here on Tuesday night. Nor'easters shut out as well in their last game, 5-0 to Amherst. Mammoths led 1-0 in the third. Nor'easters kept it close, but then 4 straight from the Mammoths to close out the game. Maddie Cox can't grab this one in the high slot. And the Nor'easters will look to clear now. Tipped up to the blue line, but Cox will hold it in. Looked to play it in deep, and it went off a player. Hopped back in the air out to the blue line. Bella Krugnali will play it back, and Grace Schwartz will grab it for the Seahawks. Some space for her to gain the line. Straight away, now right side. Schwartz will wrist it on the goal, in behind the cage. Chopped out in the left wing circle. And grabbed by the Nor'easters. Outletted through neutral ice. Paige Stapleton back to get it for Salve Regina. Punches it ahead to Emma Pereira. Trying to get it ahead to Schwartz, and that's knifed away. Played on back to the Seahawks blue line. McMahon trying to lift the stick of Anna O'Neill. Puck trapped out at the Seahawk blue line, now carried into the zone. Down the middle, shielding on the backhand. That's Kavrot. Down the wall right side, Seahawks will look to carry it out. Banked out to center. And down to the Nor'easter zone. Seahawks will play it in. Mendez chasing left side. Up to the far side boards. O'Neill trying to clear it. Mendez keeps it alive in the zone. Swings it into the corner right side. Ricard. Nor'easters from the far corner turned it over. Mendez trying to play it across to Ricard. That's picked off in the slot. Moved away by McKenna Remillard. Over the line left side. Arsenault will wrist it all the way around into the right wing corner. DeSorsi back behind the cage. Done with it first for Salve. Just out of the reach of Mendez. Out to neutral ice. Carried by the Nor'easters. Rink wide. Taken by DeSorsi. Paddled towards the goal. Jalbert will stick it into the corner. Celia Paulskill will walk it up to neutral ice. Paulskill will wrist it in. Corcoran touches it behind the cage. Spun into the right wing corner. Nor'easters paddled out to center. Maddie Cox grabs it for Salve and looks to carry it in. She's double teamed at the blue line. Turned over, and now a little 2-on-1, maybe a 3-on-1 here for the Nor'easters. Krugnali with the shot that goes high and wide. Hop back out into the left wing circle, picked off by Egan. She'll clear it to neutral ice and fire it in, wobbled into the corner for Salve. Nor'easters want to catch the Seahawks in a change. They get 5 fresh legs out on the ice. Keely Kasputis tied up by Catalina at the blue line. Forced to play on back to Krugnali. Away from Godelf. She wrists it in. It goes off the official. Taken now by Paige Stapleton. Trying to connect with Schneider's near side. Fired back in by Jenna Pitch. Amaral. Stapleton trying to force it out with one hand. Tied up along the wall, far side. Letrikowski in the high slot, working right side with the shot. Save made by Jalbert. Stapleton pyres the rebound into the corner. Out to the blue line, once again thrown wide by Letrikowski. Anna O'Neill. Top of the left wing circle. Schneiders will skate it out now through center. She'll gain the line right side, fires it in on the goal. Save made by Corcoran. That one kind of hopped off the pads. Picked off near side. Here's Wagner. She will wrist it in. Chasing is Pereira. She swats at it, turns it over to Wagner, who turns and fires. That's high and wide. Schwartz trying to wedge it in front. That's knocked free. O'Neill now weaving her way, lost her footing. Able to play it in deep enough for the Nor'easters to make a quick change. Dunn quickly to Pereira. At center. She scoops it in deep. Taken by the Nor'easters, left behind the cage. Pereira nearly able to steal it away. Battling with Megan Hamilton. Dunn boots it to the near side. McMahon trying to walk it up the wall. Breen and McMahon once again. McMahon able to carry it over the line. Will play it to herself in the corner. Trying to chase it down. Puck now in behind the Nor'easters' cage. Right wing corner taken by Carolyn Curley. Through center now. Remillard. She'll just touch it around the boards. 14:05 to go in the first period. No score. McMahon up the left side, taken by Ricard onside. Into the slot with the shot. Pad save made by Corcoran. This one kept alive for a moment. Weaving her way now is Jenna Pitch. She fires it towards the net, scooped and dropped by Jalbert. Stapleton will retrieve behind the net, played out to the blue line. Kept alive by Letrikowski. One-timer from the blue line into the glove of Jalbert, and she'll hang on. That off the stick of Bella Crugnali, the senior from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Clock will stop with 13:30 to go in the first. No score. Face off in the left wing circle. Won by the Nor'easters. Right side. Trying to play it across to the left side. Looking to settle it for the shot. Save made by Jalbert. Denying Anna O'Neill. Seahawks clear the rebound out to the wing, but not out. Kept alive in deep by Kavrat. Left side for the shot. They score! That one took a bounce. Eliana Kane puts the Nor'easters on top. 1-0 here in the first period. We'll give you a look at the replay. Nor'easters kept this puck alive. A little pass into the slot, and that one just took a little bit of a bounce. I don't know if it was tipped or if it snuck under the arms of Jalbert. UNE with the 1-0 lead. Third goal of the year for Kane. Seahawks trying to clear it. Trapped in behind the cage. Maddie Cox scales it off the glass, nearly into the Seahawks bench, and we will get a whistle. 1-0 UNE. So O'Neill and Charvat both get the assists. Puck in the corner right side. Courtney Himes plays it back behind the cage. Now Ricard and Stapleton. Ricard with it now for Salve. Ahead for McMahon. Wanted to swing it to herself. Able to force it past Courtney Himes. In the circle left side. Her shot goes wide of the glove of Corcoran. Letrikowski behind the net. Blitzed by Mendez. Puck on the far side boards. Out through center now. Carried by Carolyn Curley. Poked away from behind. Crugnali now enters it into the zone. Left wing circle. Grabbed by Stapleton for Salve. Mendez will look to skate it out for the Seahawks. And she'll just throw it into the left wing corner. Softly so the Seahawks can make a change. LaRiviere sprinting in. Trying to get in front of Strakowski. Angled back to the Seahawks zone. Grabbed by Jillian Egan. Looks to sprint up the near side. Egan tied up with Shavat. Carried in the left wing circle now. Fox just throws it blindly into the slot wide of LaRiviere. Sprinting in is Dunn right side to keep it alive. Egan will sweep it back behind the net. Fox in the left wing corner. Up to the blue line. Paul Skill had it go off her stick back to neutral ice. Seahawks are offside as Fox tried to re-enter it. 11:17 to go in the first period. 1-0 the UNE lead. Here on senior night at St. George's. Seahawks win the neutral zone draw. Maddie Cox looks to fire it in deep. Arsenault held it along the wall near side, plays it back. Maddie Breen now trying to test the far side. That one nearly intercepted by O'Neill. She got a piece of it. This forces Amaral back behind the net. Flicked out to the near side. And the Nor'easters trying to keep it in. Maddie Cox trying to bank it up for Schneiders. Seahawks will golf it into the zone. Godelf giving chase while they make changes. Cross ice, Stapleton can't get a piece of it. No icing here as this one deflects down. Catalina will wait in behind Jalbert. Able to spin away from Remillard. Wagner steers it for Schwartz. Seahawks want to sprint ahead. Here comes Schwartz over the line to the circle left side. On the backhand, trying to cut towards the net. Played into the corner by Letrikowski. Schwartz keeps it alive. Shuffles it up top. Catalina settles it in the skates. Now plays it along the wing. Wagner wanted to get it back to Schwartz at the blue line. That's picked off by the Nor'easters, but given right back to Wagner. Schwartz in the circle left side now. To the net with the shot. Save made by Corcoran. As we hit 10 minutes gone here in the first period. Paulskill drop back to Dunn. Quickly up to Pereira. Able to steer it over the line. Grabbed first by the Nor'easters. Dunn. As this puck ping-pongs back and forth here. Arsenault. Giving back to Paulskill. She saucers it into the corner right side. Behind the cage, Avery Letrikowski. And she'll play it out of the reach of Krugnali, but it'll get all the way down, so no icing. As Krugnali was cherry-picking there ahead of the field. Mendez. Has it knocked from her. Paulskill behind the net, sees two. And it gets pinned to the boards. McMahon now in the corner right side, double teamed along the wall. Able to walk free with it, but Krugnali will power it back in from the blue line. Paulskill for the Seahawks on the far side. Carolyn Curley knocks it away. Loose in the slot. Poked out to the wing. Grabbed now by Ricard. And she'll play it in deep, no icing. Out of the reach of Breen at center, so Cox will sprint back for it for the Seahawks. She will start the rush from behind the net. Egan left side. Run into by Chervat. Puck in the corner left side, now in the circle, LaRiviere. Drops it right side, Egan. Holds it in at the blue line, but they call offside. 8.5 to go. And a fast-moving first period. 1-0 UNE. Stapleton. Godelf up the wall. Schneider's trying to swat it into the corner. Amaral got a piece of it. Stapleton from the blue line with the shot, and the save made by Corcoran. Seahawks will draw it in the circle right side. Amaral will take it against Curley. And the Nor'easters will win it in deep. Schneider's pokes it free. Seahawks battling here on the wing. Schneider's again takes a whack at it, able to shield it. Plays it up the wall. Taken by Amaral. Swung back to Dunn. Plays it in deep towards Godelf. Knocked from her. Played around on the right wing corner. All Nor'easters over there, so it can be walked out by Grace Arsenault. Dunn. On the backhand, around into the right wing corner now. Seahawks trying to move it out of their own zone. Schneider's caught in the corner. Puck comes free, loose inside. Godelf able to deflect it out to center. Quickly fired back in by Avery Letrikowski, junior from Winthrop, Maine. Paulskill waits, tries to fly it up the ice, trying to sneak it through to Pereira. That's taken back by the Nor'easters. Left side, Remillard in the circle. Lost it. Dancing in the corner now. Left side is DeSorcy. In behind the net, paddled out to the wing right side. Looking for space. Paulskill there to battle with Elizabeth Walsh. Himes touches it back around. Dunn waiting. Chips it off the glass and down. And this will be icing here against the Seahawks with 6:46 to go in the first. Schwartz will take the draw for Salve against Abby Chervat. Actually make this Megan Hamilton. Up to the blue line, held by Strakowski. All the way across to the point. Left side, pitch. Watched by Pereira. Hands off to Hamilton against the wing. Pereira there to meet her. Trying to force her up the wall and out. Paulskill hops it free. And this is going to be icing again against Salve Regina. Same 5 will have to stay out there. Nor'easters will take this draw in the left wing circle with 6:24 to go in the first period, leading 1-0. Schwartz, this time against Abby Shavat. Seahawks win it. Paulskill in deep. Swings it across to Kimberly Dunn. And she looks to carry it herself. Weaves out to center. Thrown back in by the Nor'easters in front of the Seahawk bench. Dunn looks to steer it in deep, cannot. Played quickly to the far side and now entered by Lily Vizina in the circle. Throws it on the goal. Save made by Jalbert. Shavat plays it into the corner. Paulskill there for Salve. Lifts it high but not out. Kept alive by Letrikowski. Ricard from behind the goal, near side McMahon. Trying to clear it. Paulskill, who's been out there for a while, as Ricard carries and plays it in, can finally come to the bench for a change. Seahawks desperately need to get some fresh legs out on the ice. Great job by Mendez there to kill some time. Emma Breen, Seahawks leading scorer, splits two people over the left side. Breen to the net with a shot and the save made by Corcoran. Mark that one down. Great chance there for Emma Breen. Krugnali, this one deflects off a skate in on the goal, and Jalbert has to freeze it. With 5:07 to go. Let's get a quick look at that play we just saw from Breen. A nifty move here to get around two Nor'easters and carry right into the slot. Teams draw in the right wing circle. Catalina comes away with it for Salve. Emma Godelf plays it ahead. Now Amaral over the line with speed. Has it knife free from behind. Turning back the other way is Keely Kasputis. Kasputis 1-on-2. Paddles it on the backhand. Knifed away by Jalbert. She pokes it into the corner. Up the wall near side. Schneiders tries to steer it to the blue line but not out. McKenna Remillard turns it over to Stapleton in deep. Chased by Hamilton. Remillard in the corner trying to get it back to Hamilton in deep. Amaral comes to meet her. They battle in the puck, deflects to the far wall. Godelf trying to get it to Schneiders. Able to force it out to center. Nor'easters are offside. Catalina looking for space. Plays it back to the Nor'easter zone with 4:15 to play in the first. DeSorcy spins back to the outside. Gains the line. Plays it softly in behind the net. Catalina to McMahon. Players jam in the corner. Hamilton. Three Seahawks come to meet her. Played up to the blue line. Angled in deep once again by Eliana Kane, who has the lone goal here for the Nor'easters. Jalbert will snag this and freeze it. 3:53 to go in the first period. Great crowd here tonight at St. George's. A lot of family and friends in attendance. See the Salve Regina women's lacrosse team here as well. Out to support some of their teammates. Seahawks have had a number of two-sport athletes here on the women's ice hockey team, doing women's ice hockey and lacrosse. Here's Grace Schwartz now. Over the line, straight down the middle. Plays it right side. Pereira will grab it off the wall. Up to the blue line. Breen trying to sweep it towards the goal. That's blocked. Loose in front and thrown into the corner by the Nor'easters. Arsenault. Now O'Neill. Breen pokes it back into the zone. Arsenault will have to try again. O'Neill. Turned over to Schwartz. She rolls it into the corner right side. Pitch. Can't connect with O'Neill. Taken by Paulskill. Wanting to sprint ahead around Shavat. Paulskill right side. Dances into the corner. Now behind the net. Paulskill looking for an outlet. Will circle into the left wing corner. Now out high. Right side. Fox. Dances down the wing. Fox now will carry in behind the net. All the way around, up to the point. Dunn. Waiting. Tees up the one-timer, blocked into the skates of Krugnali. And she looks to race back the other way on a 2-on-1. Krugnali into the slot. Wristed on the goal and wide. Strakowski plays it into the corner. Paulskill able to lift it out to center. Given back to Elizabeth Walsh. Krugnali once again. Banks it off the boards. Chasing is Curley, right side corner. Here's Paulskill. Giving away to Remillard. Looking for the angle right side. She'll carry it into the zone. Wristed on the goal and into the glove of Jalbert with 2:04 to go in the first period. 1-0, the UNE lead. Stapleton off the face-off win for Salve. Goddell trying to play it back, caught up in the official. Here's Amaral now. Sprinting right side. Goddell swats at it. Chops it to Amaral. Trying to play it in front. Schneiders couldn't jam it past Corcoran. And the rebound out to the blue line. Amaral back for Stapleton. She'll sprint onto it and throw it towards the goal. Steered into the corner by Corcoran. With 1:33 to go in the first. DeSorcy nearly given away to Mendez. Catalina plays it up the near side boards. Letrikowski tied up at the blue line. Back comes Ricard. Carries wide, looking for help. Moves it up to the blue line. Breen pinching in on the backhand. Softly plays it in front, and that's knocked away. Grabbed by UNE. That was McMahon camping out towards the net. That puck favorably ran off of Breen's stick. Maddie Cox flips it towards the goal. 50 seconds to go in the first period. Nor'easters play it down. No icing on the deflection. Maddie Cox behind the goal. Pereira against the far side boards. Cox will grab it as well. 36 seconds to go in the period. Breen floats it across. Grabbed by Wagner trying to cut middle. And that's poked away by Eliana Kane. Hamilton. Charvat couldn't handle it. Schwartz grabs it with 20 seconds to go. Played on back to Paulskill. Paulskill in deep. Hamilton grabs it, plays it up the wall. Seahawks trying to freeze it. Out at the blue line, it's held by Wall. She powers the one-timer looking for the tip. Grace Schwartz gets a piece of it. Into the corner it goes with 2 seconds, with 1 second, and that'll do it for the first period. UNE takes the 1-0 lead. Eliana Kane, her third of the season, will give the Nor'easters the lead. We will take a break while they tend to the ice and be back with the call of the second period. Through 1, UNE 1, Salve Regina 0. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back. Welcome back to St. George's. Andrew Pizzelli here bringing you the call. University of New England leading Salve Regina 1-0 as we get ready for the start of the second period. The lone goal coming from Eliana Kane, the sophomore from Haverhill, Massachusetts. It's an 11-7 shot advantage for the Nor'easters. Seahawks had some good chances in that first period. Not able to put one home yet, though. As I said, the last time the Seahawks were here, they fell behind 2-0. But roared back in the third period. And an eventual tie. Nor'easters moving right to left now in the second. Shot from McKemma Remillard. Blocked into the corner left side. Seahawks look to angle it out here. Schneiders now will gather. She'll sprint ahead. Schneiders looking to wrist it towards the goal. Paddled away by Corcoran. Schneider's trying to chase it down left wing circle. Played up to center. To Sorcy. Touched in by Hamilton. Nor'easters will make a change here as Breen, who had one of the best chances of the night for the Seahawks, as she worked around two Nor'easters and was able to carry to the front of the cage. She'll play it back now. McMahon on the far side. Double team there. Ricard able to force it out to neutral ice. Grabbed by McMahon. Across to Mendez, who will scoop it on edge into the corner right side. Mendez looking to take it away with the backhand, trying to center it. Schwartz turns, fires. That one dribbled into the slot, off a skate, and out to the left wing side. Schwartz just could not square up the net. Kasputis fires it right side. Catalina alone there for Salve. Swings it up the boards to McMahon. Wanted to get it now to Pereira. Poked away from behind by Chavart. And far side, Krugnali with the skate will touch it in. Seahawks bench looking for icing. That does not come. Catalina. Shavat ties her up. Four-person scrum against the far side boards. Kane carried in left side now by Wagner. She'll chase it down in behind the cage. Players fall behind there. In the corner right side, Shavat can't clear it. Pereira keeps it in. Dunn given back to the Nor'easters. Out through center now. Just over the blue line, Catalina locked up for the puck. Can't clear it. Here's O'Neal. Centers it. Put a shot in the save made by Jalbert. Little pocket pass. O'Neal to Vezina. 17:22 to go in the second. It's very similar to how the Nor'easters scored their first goal, except it was in the left wing circle. Hamilton to take the draw against Amaral. Nor'easters will win it. Backhanded towards the goal, and Jalbert will freeze it again. Piper DeSorcy, sophomore from Westford, Vermont, with the shot. Face-off control by Paulskill. Amaral steers it ahead to Schneiders. Out through center. Banks it off the glass. Trying to track it down. Tipped out to neutral ice and grabbed by Hamilton here for the Nor'easters. Dunn pokes it away from her. Out to the blue line. Shuffled on back. Dunn will chase it down. Dunn bounces it out through center. Seahawks will make a change here as Avery Letrikowski turns it over. Paulskill will feather it left side. Egan crashing in behind the net. Passed around to the left wing boards. Krugnali left for O'Neal. Actually make this Caroline Curley. Fox weaving into the high slot. Wanted to play it across. That one's stolen. Breen lifts it high and long. Off the end glass. This one's played down the ice, rolling and just wide of the net. But winning the race is Keely Kasputis to cancel icing. Four minutes gone in the second period. This one taken by Colby Lopez Balboa. One-on-one with Pitch. Trying to angle her way to the net, and Pitch pokes it into the corner. Lopez Balboa battles in deep. Angled away from the puck. Ricard comes to challenge in the corner as well. And she'll rake it free. Ricard now skates out high. Across to Stapleton. On the wing right side. Snaps it on the goal. That one tipped by Mendez and into the glove and held by Delaney Corcoran. Corcoran was CCC Goalie of the Week this week. Teammate Megan Hamilton was Player of the Week. Here's Breen from the blue line with a blast. That one's blocked by O'Neill. Lopez Balboa back to Breen again. This time her one-timer goes wide. Ricard grabs the rebound in the corner left side. Couldn't stick handle it up to the point. Grabbed now by Maddie Cox for the Seahawks at neutral ice. Thrown in on the goal. Save made by Corcoran. Mendez can't take it from Letrikowski. Letrikowski with it now on the near side. Sprints out. Giving back to Maddie Cox. Angled to McMahon. Tied up with Shavat. Strakowski. Straight ahead over the blue line. Run into, lost the puck. Maddie Cox. Away from Raquel Addy. Schwartz. Over the line, down the middle. Schwartz with the wrist shot. Pad save made. Rebound chance fired into the pads as well of Delaney Corcoran. Letrikowski. In the corner, Dunn. Back behind the net. Held by Letrikowski. Trying to center it in front. They score. I believe that's Hamilton who jammed it home, and it is. We'll give you a look at the replay. DeSorcy kept this alive, played it behind the net. And again, the little pass out in front, centered for Megan Hamilton. 2-0 the Nor'easters lead, 8th goal of the year for Hamilton to now lead the Nor'easters in scoring. And the Seahawks have iced it. 14:08 to go in the second. UNE up 2-0 here on the road. Attacking zone draw here for the Nor'easters. Played into the slot, knocked free. Amaral below the circle in the right wing corner. Able to get it to Schneiders. Walks it out through center, now sprints up the left side, and it was poked back to Amaral, who was still in neutral ice. Offside are the Seahawks. On the men's side, the Seahawks are up playing in Biddeford here tonight against the Nor'easters for control of the top seed in the CCC. Back and forth game right now with 12:39 to go in the third. It's UNE 4, Salve Regina 3. But that game obviously a long way from being done between those two teams. Last time they were up in Biddeford, crazy game. I think it was 7 or 8 goals in the third period alone between the two teams. As we come down the stretch here, this in all likelihood here tonight, the final home game of the season for Salve Regina. Every team will make the playoffs. That was announced last week. On the women's side, there will be a bye for the top seed. Everyone else will play the quarterfinals. On the men's side, everyone will play in the quarterfinals 1 through 8. So the Seahawks should be the 6 or the 5 seed. Theoretically, would have a chance if there's an upset somewhere. Mendez throws it on the goal. That one's blocked. You need quite a bit of upsets if you're the 5 or the 6 seed to get a home game in the second or final round. So Seahawks want to try and close out their home slate on a good note here tonight, but down 2-0 as they were last time they played here against the Nor'easters. Pitch turned over to Mendez. She'll just fire it in deep. Letrikowski will grab it for the Nor'easters. She'll power it off the boards and down. This should be icing, and it is, with 12:30 to go in the second. Shavat and Fox on the draw. Tied up in the circle, now in the slot. Letrakowski carries out through center. Now amongst three Seahawks, poked away by LaRiviere. Trying to angle it back to Fox. Paulskill now at neutral ice. Will swing it into the zone. Rolling in behind the cage. Paulskill will chase it down. Knifes it up the boards. Fox will corral it. Looks to skate straight away. Hands off near side. Dunn paddles it in deep. LaRiviere behind the net, trying to center it out in front off a skate. Pereira not able to get there in time, but recovers in the corner near side. And a big battle with Jenna Pitch. Letrakowski grabs it in the left wing corner. And it's grabbed by DeSorcy. She'll sprint over the line right side. Around Dunn. DeSorcy trying to throw it in front. Swatted away by Jalbert. Into the corner right side. DeSorcy will play it into the corner. Come to the bench for a change. Schwartz peels it away. Plays it right side. Dunn now in a foot race for it, though. Cut off by Eliana Kane, who has one of the 2 goals here for the Nor'easters. Left side. Pereira has it caught in her skates. Turned over to Krugnali with the shot and the save made by Jalbert. Rebound shot in on the goal, and somehow the senior from Beverly keeps it out. 2 point-blank looks. One from Bella Krugnali that snuck through, and then denying Carolyn Curley. Right in front of the net. And it will be Curley in on the draw here against Amaral. Seahawks will win it. Maddie Cox plays it around for Emma Breen. 11:05 to go in the second. Amaral works it forward. Godelf trying to sprint for it. Cut off by Kane. Godelf deflects the pass and pins it in the corner. Amaral there as well. Godelf gets it away. Schneiders trying to play it back into the corner. Amaral has to battle to get it away. Nor'easters will play it to neutral ice. Cox across now to Breen. Breen fakes the pass. Now weaves her way through center. And she looks to fly it into the zone, and that's blocked and taken by Krugnali on the break. With a shot, that one's blocked. Dribbling towards the cage, and Jalbert sprawls out to freeze it. .10:26 to go in the second. Stapleton. Catalina far side. Stashes it off the boards. Wobbling down the ice. No icing. Amaral make this LaRiviere pressuring from behind. Mendez ties it to the near side boards. Ricard at the point right side trying to play it in deep. Nor'easters will play it in behind the cage. Walsh trying to spin away from McMahon. Pressuring from behind. This one deflects out. Grabbed by Stapleton, who waits to wrist it in. Blocked at the blue line. Mendez will walk it over. She'll just play it into the corner. Seahawks will make a change. LaRiviere grabs the loose puck. Across now. Lopez Balboa trying to play it up the board. Swatted out of the air by Pitch. LaRiviere gains the line left side. Wanted to chip it in front for Fox. Instead, forced to grab it along the wall left side. Fox out to the blue line. Dunn floats it towards the slot. That one deflected. Loose in front. Jammed wide of the cage. In behind the net now. Taken by Shavat. And she looks for help. Walsh with 9:08 to go in the second. Up the middle. That one not able to connect with Lily Vizina. And this will be icing here against UNE with 9:03 to go in the second period. Catalina in the corner right side. Pereira throws it in front, looking for the tip, and Wagner sends it across the blue paint and out the other side. Schwartz Wanted to drop it off to Maddie Cox. Forced back to neutral ice, and she will dump it in. Schwartz sprinting in right side, trying to pressure the pass. Catalina tied up with O'Neal. Walsh. Angle to the boards. Schwartz now, once again. Tied up with O'Neal, who spins back to the outside. Gets away now to Shavat. Sprinting through center. Now over the line left side. Watched by Catalina. Able to carry it into the corner left side. Catalina pokes it away from behind. Wants to lift it out to the blue line. Cannot clear it. Catalina. Now Maddie Cox. Softly up. Given back to Letrikowski at her own blue line. Catalina will grab it in deep. Plays it up the boards. Waiting there, Wagner. Trying to play it in stride to Schwartz. Taken by Hamilton. Out of the reach of DeSorcy. Over the line. Catalina grabs it. Her pass deflected. Hamilton races in to keep it alive. Hamilton in the circle left side, trying to paddle it in front. They score! Hamilton in front for Remillard. And the junior touches it past Jalbert. And it's 3-0. That puck had about an inch to sneak through here. Hamilton able to get that across. That makes it 3-0 UNE. Fourth goal of the year for Remillard. Tori Amaral racing back to the defensive zone, plays it ahead. Godelf now up the near side. Godelf forcing her way towards the net, and it's snagged by Pitch and skated out to the wing. Pitch run into by Schneiders. Walsh can't get it past Schneiders as well. It evades Ricard. And now Kimberly Dunn will play it around the board. Seahawks will make a change. Paul Skill in the corner, left side. Carried out by McMahon. Up the left side. McMahon throws it on the goal. Save made by Corcoran. With 6:36 to go in the second. Nor'easters leading 3-0. It was Kane in the first at 6:48. 2 goals here in the second. Megan Hamilton at 5:46. And now McKenna Remillard at 12:20 to give UNE the 3-0 advantage. Paul Skill trying to fire it towards the goal, has it blocked off her stick. Played back down the ice, trying to split 2D is Vizina. And this is going to be icing as the Seahawks shield her from getting to that puck. .6:21 to go in the second. Seahawks will get the attacking zone draw. Ricard will take it against Shavat. In the circle right side. Seahawks win it cleanly. Back to Catalina. With space, she rips it towards the goal, and it's swatted away by Corcoran. McMahon racing in to try and collect the rebound. She does. Paddles it up to Maddie Cox along the wall far side. Plays it in deep. Mendez will get it in the corner. Looking to steer it back up the boards to the point. Mendez trying to carry into the slot. Knocked away. And skated out now by the Nor'easters. O'Neal over the line. O'Neal now trying to carry down the middle. Spilled over by Maddie Cox in the slot. She looks around for a penalty. None coming as Catalina plays it back out to neutral ice. Hamilton can't grab the loose puck. O'Neal, though, will play it in deep. Maddie Cox waiting for it. Chips it ahead to McMahon. McMahon will snap it in. 5:24 to go in the second period. UNE in control, leading 3-0. Stapleton back to Dunn. Now Stapleton out of the reach of Godelf. Dunn again at center. Nearly picked off by DeSorcy. And she's able to force it into the left wing corner. Dunn. Up the near side. Cross ice pass out of the reach of Amaral. Grabbed by UNE. Eliana Kane. Waiting, gets it away. Here's Remillard. Picking her way over the blue line right side. Around Wagner. Remillard in deep, trying to leave it in front for the backhand. That one's blocked by Stapleton. That was Kasputis camping out in front. That's where the Nor'easters have done their damage. These little passes from the wing. Here comes Schwartz now with some space. Sprints over the line. Schwartz now trying to duck the shoulder, trying to grab it in front. Backhand shot. That one was loose out in front. Pereira couldn't get to it. She had a lot of net to shoot at. Nor'easters. Curley will clear it back the other way. Four minutes to go in the second. Crognali lost it in the skates. Fired in by Kasputis. And rolled back now to the Nor'easter end. Walsh. Letrikowski skips it ahead. LaRiviere deflects that. Lopez Balboa gives chase down the wall right side. Shavat out to neutral ice on the backhand. Can't connect with Crognali. Puck deflects in. Paulskill looking to move it back up the boards. Second chance now, able to get it away. Shavat, though, keeps it alive. Lopez Balboa, though, for Salve. Out to center. LaRiviere pokes it forward. Shavat from the Nor'easter zone, looking for an outlet, plays it cross ice. No one there. Paulskill will grab it with 3:05 to play in the second. Puck loose behind the net, jammed towards the goal. LaRiviere reaching for it in the slot, turns, spins it back to Maddie Cox. Space left side with the shot that goes wide. Rebound skips around the boards. Catalina walks it into the corner right side. Catalina, double teamed, lost the puck. Fox trying to force it up the boards. Loose in the top of the right wing circle. Catalina spins it into the corner right side. O'Neal on the clear here for the Nor'easters. Lost it at the blue line. Letrikowski back far side to Himes. Shavat. Now Addy in the corner right side. Run off the puck by Maddie Cox. Mendez grabs it in the skates. Plays it forward. Taken by Himes. DeSorcy. Turned over. Ricard. Waiting behind the cage. Will walk it up the wall. Shielding it at the blue line. And the Seahawks can't keep it onside. Dunn. Quickly across near side. Stapleton. She fires it in. And behind the net now. Pitch will skate it out. Blitzed by Pereira. Able to get around Wagner as well. Snaps it to Addy. She is able to paddle it in. In on the goal, and Jalbert will freeze it with 1 minute and 44 seconds left in the second. Attacking zone draw here for UNE. In the circle right side, Schwartz and Hamilton. Nor'easters win it. In the slot right side, puck played into the corner. Arsenault moves it around the boards. Seahawks sprint to try and clear it. Pereira plays it on back to Breen. Paulskill. DeSorcy keeps it alive for UNE. Schwartz. Now Breen. Pereira waits for the puck. Now Wagner. The self-pass. Taken instead by Arsenault for UNE. Remillard. Schwartz knocks over Hamilton. Seahawks with the puck. As we get the 1 minute announcement from public address announcer Matt Hurd. Godelf. Schneider's able to get it to herself. Little 2-on-1. Schneider's with the wrist shot. Save made by Corcoran. And she pounces on it as crashing the cage was Amaral. Seahawks have been inches away from a goal. They are still scoreless with 48 seconds left here in the second. Looking for some momentum. They win the attacking zone draw here. Maddie Cox dances her way in the circle left side. Her wrist shot blocked. That one through a crowd. Amaral grabs it far corner. Plays it in deep. Amaral spins it up top. Catalina trying to carry towards the net. Knifed away from her. Grabbed by the Nor'easters. Back to the Seahawks zone. Amaral chased from behind by Krugnali. Puck trapped in the corner left side. Maddie Cox out to the blue line. Letrikowski plays it in front. That one's tipped in on the goal, and Jalbert freezes it. Doesn't want to chance anything with 11 seconds to go in the second. Attacking zone draw, right circle. Seahawks will win it. Stapleton just trying to pin it in the corner and kill time. And the veteran move there by the graduate student runs out the final 11 seconds of the period, and that will do it. The Nor'easters, though, cash in twice more, and they will lead 3-0 as we make the turn for home. UNE 3, Salve Regina 0. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference action on the Salve Athletics Network. We will be back with the call of the third period. Welcome back to St. George's. Start of the third period here between Salve Regina and the University of New England. The Nor'easters leading 3-0 here as we start the third frame. Seahawks trail 2-0 last time they played UNE here. And they came back to tie, trying to find some of that same magic here as well. They've been inches away from finding the back of the net. See if some of that hard work can finally pay off. But an uphill battle here for the Seahawks on senior night. If you're just joining us, we had a special pregame ceremony at the start of the broadcast as the Seahawks honored Celia Paulskill, Kimberly Dunn, Bryn Mendez, Cassidy LaRiviere, Paige Stapleton, Kobe Lopez Balboa, Dakota McMahon, and the netminder Madison Jalbert. At the start of the night, family and friends in attendance and on the ice for that ceremony to commemorate their 4+ years here at Salve Regina. And it's a good crowd here tonight at St. George's. Seahawks just looking for a goal here to gain some momentum. Breen behind the cage. Will skate it out. Chipped wide of Schwartz. Pitch back for it for UNE. It's a 3-0 lead, but only a 19-17 shot advantage for UNE. And so far, no penalties in the game. Jenna pitch in the corner, trying to center it. That one knocked away by Breen. Pereira on the far wall. All the way across now to McMahon. Space for her over the blue line left side. Snaps it on the goal, and it's saved up high by Corcoran. Well, up in Biddeford on the men's side, UNE men's hockey hangs on. They win 4-3 over Salve Regina. And that puts the Nor'easters in the driver's seat for the first seed in the Commonwealth Coast Conference. And right on cue, the Seahawks will go to the penalty kill. Emma Breen heads to the box. First power play of the night. And it will belong to the Nor'easters, who are 25% on the power play, second best in the conference. Walsh falls down in the corner far side. Dunn can't clear the zone. Kept alive by Remillard. Her pass deflected into the slot. Right side spinning is DeSorcy. Up to the blue line, Letrakowski. Left side, that one paddled across, and Amaral picks it off in the slot. Schneiders gets it as far as center with 30 seconds gone on the power play. DeSorcy over the line left side. Dunn with enough muster to get that one off the boards and out to center. Letrakowski. Pitch left side. Waits and hands off. Hamilton, her drive blocked by Amaral, who can't clear the zone. Pitch left circle with a shot, and the save made by Jalbert. With 1:10 to go on the power play. And they called slashing on Breen. Pitch left side. Snaps it into the slot. Krugnali tips it towards the goal. That was blocked. And then just out of the reach of Curley. Kept alive by the Nor'easters. That one thrown in front and blocked again. Loose in the circle, right side Seahawks trying to clear, and they do. Dakota McMahon able to fling it the length on the clear. 45 seconds to go on the power play here for UNE. Here's Krugnali. In the circle left side. Snaps it on the goal. That's blocked. Seahawks looking for the puck. It was trapped in the equipment of Paige Stapleton. We'll get a whistle here, and the Nor'easters will get the attacking zone draw on the power play. DeSorcy couldn't grab it off the draw. Hamilton touches it into the corner. Locked up with Catalina. Hamilton now trying to spin away from Dunn. Dunn comes to get the puck and looking to chip it off the glass and out. It will grab the protective netting instead. Faceoff will stay in the attacking end here for UNE with 26 seconds left on the power play. Tie up on the draw. Dunn able to send it out to neutral ice. Letrakowski with 15 seconds left on the power play. Back for DeSorcy. Up to Hamilton. She steers it over the line. 1-on-3. Hamilton to the right side. Pressured from behind by Pereira. Pushes it along left side behind the cage to Sorcy now. Out onto the wing. 3 seconds left on the power play. Letrakowski right side. Out of the box is Breen. Back to even strength. Letrakowski left side. Walsh. Angled to the boards by Godelf. Puck pin there, and it comes free for Ricard. She will gain the line right side. Ricard trying to drag it in front. Knocked away by DeSorcy. Walsh. Off Remelard's stick. Maddie Cox couldn't touch it out of the zone. Sprinting in is Shavat trying to play it in front, and it's tipped wide by Remillard. Mendez trying to glide through center. Poked free. Shavat over the line left side. Tied up and run into by Maddie Cox. Poked out to the blue line. LaRiviere wanting to swing it across. It goes off a Nor'easter skate and down, so no icing. McMahon chugging in left side will win the puck in the corner. Shields it 1-on-2. McMahon trying to center it. It'll hop in the air into the right wing corner. O'Neal and Amaral battle for it there. Scooped up to Schneiders along the boards. Looks to scoop it into the corner. Knocked free by Shavat. O'Neal has it poked back. Stapleton trying to move it forward. Puck changes hands a few times, and now back with it is Jenna Pitch. McMahon, though, with the steal at the blue line. Snaps it on the goal, wide of the glove of Corcoran. 15:19 to go in the third. Nor'easters in control, leading 3-0. Both teams were shut out in their previous games. Seahawks just looking for one here. Try and stem the momentum. 14:59 to go in the third. Seahawks will get the attacking zone draw. Foxen on the draw. Curley plays it out to the blue line. Cox throws it towards the cage. Blocked in front by Pitch. Knocked off her skate onto the wing. Corralled by Krugnali, who can't get away from Maddie Cox. She'll gain the line left side. Maddie Cox ducks the shoulder. Cox right to the net. Throws it on the goal. Save made by Corcoran. And then she freezes it. Nifty move there from Maddie Cox. Seahawks, 4 of their top 7 scorers are from their defense. Breen the leading scorer. Maddie Cox right behind her. On the year, the Seahawks have had 14 different goal scorers. No one more than 3. Curley on the wing left side. Schwartz forces the turnover. McMahon centers it in front, hopped away from Pereira. Pitch. Chased by Schwartz. Pereira in the corner right side. Shielding the puck. Wanted to carry behind the net. Knocked away. Right side from the blue line. Paul Skill plays it wide. Stapleton pinching in left side. Swats at it. And it will ricochet back to neutral ice. Schwartz turns and cuts across the ice. Has it poked free from behind. Pitch intercepted by Pereira. Able to hold the line. Pereira alone in the circle right side with the wrist shot, and the save made by Corcoran. Right side, attacking zone draw. Ricard wins it against Hamilton. Back to Dunn. She looks to paddle in deep. It takes a hop off the board. Swung out in front. They score! That puck took a weird bounce. It came out in front, and it's Cassidy LaRiviere, the senior on senior day, who puts the Seahawks on the board. We'll give you a look at the replay here, and we'll come back to it as we're about to draw at center ice. See if that can spark the Seahawks. They trail by 2 now, 13:44 to go. And on the goal, Jalbert makes the save, couldn't freeze it. The Riviere with it, outlets through center. Couldn't connect with Ricard. Dunn grabs it in deep. Walsh spins away from Schneiders. Picked off by Godelf. Over the line right side by herself. Plays it on the goal, and it's frozen by Corcoran. A little bit of hop in the Seahawks step now. As I said, they trailed 2-0 last time. And in dramatic fashion came back to tie. Well, the mountain higher here, but a lot of time left. Schwartz wins the draw. Back to Catalina. Space, her one-timer goes wide of the net. Into the left wing corner, Paul Skill shields the puck there. Wants to play it up the wing. Instead, Shavat around for Walsh. Off the boards far side. Run into by Pereira. She's able to grab the puck herself and fires it into the bench. Heads up. A little bit of friendly fire into the Seahawks bench there. Actually, not so friendly fire coming off the stick of Abby Shavat, actually of Elizabeth Walsh. Luckily, everyone was looking around, able to get out of the way of that one. We'll draw at center. Schwartz wins it back to Stapleton. Ahead to Pereira, guides it over the line. Chased by Schwartz in the corner. Behind the net, grabbed by Curley. Pressured by McMahon, turned over to Dunn at the blue line. Wants to swing it in deep to McMahon. McMahon on the wing, throws it in on the goal, and Corcoran makes the save. 12:32 to go in the third. Wagner from the wing throws it off the side of the net. Fox stashes it out to the blue line. Catalina with space, plays it across. Maddie Cox waiting, trying to play it right side. Into the slot, that one knifed off the stick of Fox. Out to the blue line, kept alive by Maddie Cox. Floats it on the backhand. Hops into the left wing corner. Colby Lopez Balboa trying to poke it out to the point. Deflected back into the zone by Wagner. Seahawks will make a quick change here. Lopez Balboa forces the turnover. Fox dancing in the circle left side into the slot. Throws it on the cage. Save made by Corcoran. And that rebound spilled off her pads just wide of the pipe. Catalina sends it in again from the right point. Maddie Cox keeps it alive left side. Plays it in deep. Mendez giving chase. Ricard along the boards, had it trapped in the skates. Now Mendez there as well. Mendez battling, able to move it up. Stapleton swung across Paulskill. She waits, throws it on the goal, looking for the tip from the Riviere in front. It goes wide. Puck against the far side boards. Krugnali now will sprint ahead and throw it down. Nor'easters want to change. 5 fresh legs on the ice for them. Mendez able to touch it down, no icing. Schwartz waits in place back to Paulskill. Near side Dunn. Battling with Remillard in front of the bench. Pereira can't connect with Schwartz. DeSorcy. Now Remillard once again plays on back to Letrikowski. Near side Strakowski. Left wing corner, Kimberly Dunn trying to power it up the boards. Cannot clear the zone. Held in by DeSorcy here of UNE. Centers it in front, picked off by Maddie Cox. 10:25 to go in the third period. Seahawks trailing 3-1. Here's Maddie Cox now with speed. Sprints up the left side. Maddie Cox to the circle. Cox to the goal with the shot, and she scores! Maddie Cox, coast to coast, and the Seahawks are within 1. And we will definitely show you that one again. Maddie Cox right here just gets around Curley, carries from the wing, and just picks the 5-hole. It's a 1-goal game with 10:15 to play in the third period. And loads of life now on the Seahawk bench. A bit of deja vu here for the Nor'easters. And it was just, they were getting the goals early on. The Seahawks, it's not like they were really being outplayed. Shots were pretty much even. It's just the Seahawks now are the ones converting these chances. Shavat down the middle, knocked off the puck, trying to skate 1-on-3. Amaral battles up the boards left side and gets it in deep. Wagner turned over. Here's Fox in the slot. Fox right side. Fish shot save made by Corcoran. And that's brought the crowd to life as well here. .9:24 to play in the third. Nor'easters win the draw. Letrikowski a little bit behind DeSorcy, turned over to Paulskill. In the corner left side, Nor'easters will pin it there. Kane, who got the scoring started for UNE. Floated up the ice, not deep enough for icing. Paulskill will retrieve it. Skates in behind Madison Jalbert. Looks to play it up. Grabbed by the Nor'easters at their blue line. Now Walsh sneaks it up the near side. Curley trying to play it on the backhand into the zone. Cannot. LaRiviere comes free with it and looks to sprint up ice. Mendez, far side, punches it in. 8:33 to go. Seahawks now down just one. Curley. Puck thrown in by Krugnali. Breen tries to swing it away from her. Now Ricard. Mendez. Seahawks able to force it out to center. Nor'easters offside, given right back though. Here comes Kasputis. In the circle right side, she'll turn. Wants to play it up to Krugnali at the point. Locked up instead with LaRiviere, who has one of the Seahawks' 2 goals here in the third to make this a 1-goal game. Emma Breen takes a big hit and throws it the length. This should be a penalty, and it is. Emma Breen taking the contact. All smiles from her. Checking the call, and the Seahawks, trailing by 1, will go to the power play. Heading to the box is McKenna Remillard. Well, the Seahawks have been dying to get their power play up and running at full strength, and no better time than now. Amaral circles right side. Sprint straight away up top. Amaral keeps on going. Throws it on the goal. Save made by Corcoran. Nor'easters 84% on the year on the kill. Seahawks 7.4% on the power play. Schneider's wristed on the goal, tipped high and wide. Had both Amaral and Godelf in front. They'll stay out there with Schneider's. Cox and Pereira come on. Cox's 4th goal of the year. Made this a 1-score game. Jalbert leaves it for Pereira. She'll start from behind the cage. Maddie Cox now works it free. Amaral sprints away from Curley. Up the right-hand side. Amaral cuts into the slot. Lost it. Curley will grab it. Krugnali now takes her time on the penalty kill. 1:12 to go on the power play for Salve. Krugnali will just softly play it around the boards. Pereira cannot connect with Ricard. From behind, it's Letrikowski to play it in, and Jalbert will have to freeze it. 55 seconds to go on the power play. The Seahawks will have to take this draw in the defensive zone, and 6:40 remaining in regulation. Tie up on the draw. Seahawks will grab the puck in the corner right side. That's Dakota McMahon. She looks to sprint ahead. McMahon away from DeSorcy. Over the line left side. Puts on the brakes. Looks for help. Shuffles it across on the backhand. Catalina straight away. Paddle to Dunn. Top of the circle left side. Dunn throws it on the goal. Tipped in front. Backhand shot. Score! Dakota McMahon puts it in. And with 6:20 to go, we start again. Dakota McMahon ties the game. Her first goal of the year. The Seahawk bench is in a frenzy. Three unanswered goals here in the third period. And the Nor'easters are stunned. We've seen this story before. I said it. I mentioned it. It was 2-0 last time. I'm sure head coach David Lund brought that up in the intermission. Seahawks knew that they had this in them and that they could do this. Does not make it any less stunning at the moment. Wagner, right side with the wrist shot that goes wide. Schwartz, kept onside, no. 3 goals here in the third period. And what is likely to be the final home game of the season for the Seahawks and these 8 seniors, trying to make this one a memorable one. Paulskill will grab it off the wall. And 2 seniors part of the scoring to tie this game. Here's Godelf down the middle with a wrist shot. Save made, rebound is loose, and then thrown to the wing as Schneider's got spilled over in the slot. Back is Remillard. Skates down the middle. Remillard can't split 2 Seahawks. DeSorcy plays it across left side. Letrikowski trying to track it down. Maddie Cox out to challenge her in the corner left side. Letrikowski walks it up the wall. Amaral pins her to the glass. Cox will come from behind and rip the puck free. Maddie Cox looking to start the rush herself. Cox sprints ahead. DeSorcy on her hip. Cox will gain the line and just softly play it down and look to sprint to the bench here on a change. Players fall down behind the net. Ricard turned over here to Amaral in the circle left side. Here's Catalina. Into the circle right side with a wrist shot. And on the goal, save made by Corcoran. Rebound in behind the net. Scooped out left side. Krugnali looks to flick it to herself. Foot race here for the puck. Catalina and Stapleton will get there ahead of Krugnali. And circle in behind Jalbert. Out to Mendez now at center ice. Nor'easters with it and 4:08 to play in regulation. Game tied at 3 after UNE led 3-0 to start this period. Shavat. Near side Remillard. Knocked off the puck by Stapleton. Stapleton with it now. Looks to skip it off the glass. Cannot clear. Remillard spins wide right side. Looking to angle it into the slot. Hamilton for UNE. Stick handles into the corner. Stapleton has the loose puck. She'll just paddle it softly around the boards. DeSorcy. Actually make this Eliana Kane. Hamilton rips it free underneath. Tries to center it all the way out. Here's Walsh. Throws it on the goal. That one's deflected. High behind the cage. Into the corner left side, Mendez with 3:13 to go. Seahawks put so much into this comeback. A little bit of tired legs right now here on that shift. Here's Schwartz, though, will sprint ahead. Schwartz, right side, puts on the brakes. Spins to the outside, tries to get it into the slot to McMahon. That's knocked free from behind. Dunn comes racing in to play it in deeper. Picked off by the Nor'easters in front. McMahon, though, once again, being a presence to keep this play alive. Fox turns at the blue line and is angled back out to neutral ice. She'll play it in deep. Seahawks have to get back on side. 2:35 to go in the third. Seahawks have tied the game, but looking for more. Reaching for it is Emma Breen. Schneiders plays it to the UNE blue line. Jenna pitch now. Trying to get around Amaral. Breen peels it off her bench. Plays it out to the blue line. Sprinting up is Dunn. Knifed into the zone by Letrakowski, though. Letrakowski left side, trying to dance in front. Left in the slot. Hamilton with the drive, and the pad save made by Jalbert. And Godelf trying to clear the zone. Sends it up and out of play. Big save there from Madison Jalbert. 1:59 to go in regulation. 3 unanswered goals here in the third period from Salve Regina. Cassidy LaRiviere, Maddie Cox, and Dakota McMahon. Scoring at 6:10, 9:45, and 13:45 to make this a tie game. Head coach David Lunn will call for time, I think, sensing that his team running a little ragged right now. There has to be so much adrenaline flowing on that side right now. Meanwhile, for head coach David Venditti for UNE, it's just about trying to shake it off. UNE led 3-0 here in this third period, but deja vu all over again. Seahawks, as they did last time the Nor'easters played here, have come storming back to tie the game. Last time that game ended in a tie, it was more dramatic at the end. Took the open net and the extra attacker, and 8 seconds for Emma Breen to tie it. A lot of time left here in regulation for either side to win this one. It'll be Breen, Cox, Pereira, McMahon, and Schwartz, the 5 out there for Salve. DeSorcy, Remillard, Hamilton, Pitch, and Letrakowski, the 5 for the Nor'easters on this draw, which the Seahawks win. Maddie Cox trying to steer it up the near side. Pitch will keep it in and play it into the corner. Seahawks had a little set play there going. Nor'easters able to break that up. Schwartz will fire it down, and this will be icing with 1:40 to play in the third. Attacking zone draw here for UNE. McMahon and Curley on the draw in the circle right side. And McMahon wins it. Maddie Cox behind the cage. Trying to angle it out to center. Schwartz dances with it. Cox took a big hit. Tries to shake that off. Here's Pereira. Carries left side. Circles out high. All the way across. Here's Breen with a wrist shot. That one fought off by Corcoran, and then it skips around the boards. Left side, Cox trying to keep it in. 1:15 to go in regulation. Here's Pereira with a shot. That one's blocked in front by Walsh. In the corner with it is Eliana Kane. Near side, Curley. Stolen by LaRiviere. Left for Mendez. Taken back by Krugnali. She'll gain the line. Her pass deflected off of Cox. Into the circle, left side. Breen trying to clear the zone. Now Mendez caught up against the far wall. Taken away by Hamilton. Make this Letrakowski out high. Throws it into the slot. Picked off by Breen. She looks to walk it out to neutral ice and does. Looking to sprint on a 3-on-2. Right side, Mendez. In the circle. Throws it on the net. That's blocked. And then she gets dragged down in the corner. Fans in there want a penalty for tripping. Won't come. Pitch. Picked off. Ricard. Over the line right side. Ricard with the wrist shot. Save made by Corcoran. Off the turnover. And 28 seconds left in regulation. And again, bodies hitting the ice everywhere. This has been a physically played game. And just one penalty called. 2 penalties called. 1 on each side. Nor'easters win the defensive zone draw here. DeSorcy looks to scoop it to herself. Schneider's out to wedge that away. Seahawks are offside. Godelf has to get back and now can give chase. Near side, it's Kane. 14 seconds to go in the third. Remillard right side. Looks to play it on the net in front. Hamilton pokes it on the goal, and Jalbert reaches up and snags it. Timeout called by UNE. We will take it as well. They will have the offensive zone draw with 7 seconds left when we return. Welcome back to St. George's out of the UNE timeout. 7 seconds remaining in regulation here in a game that's tied at 3. Seahawks have scored 3 unanswered here in the third to tie it up. Trying to hang on here and force overtime. Hamilton on the draw with McMahon. Tied up on the draw, loose in the circle. Out to the blue line. Letrakowski with the drive. Tipped on the goal and wide with 1 second, and that will do it for regulation. The Seahawks have seen this story before. They were down 2-0 the last time they played here and came back to force OT in a tie. This time, down 3 in the third. And we will have extra hockey for you coming up in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Overtime here from St. George's. We'll be back. Welcome back to St. George's. Start of overtime. We will skate 3-on-3 to determine a winner. Next goal will win this game. Seahawks scored 3 goals unanswered in the third period to force this frame. Picked off by Amaral. She nearly had the steal there. Taken back by Eliana Kane. Kane's shot, that's blocked. Loose in the slot, grabbed by Amaral. Pressured from behind. She'll steer it back to Schneiders. Maddie Cox, who had one of the 3 goals, glides over the line. Cox in the slot, waiting. Wrist shot, that one deflected and goes wide. Puck in the corner left side. Remillard. Over the blue line, trying to get around Breen. Stymied there. Amaral hops to the loose puck and now will sprint ahead. Amaral over the line left side. Looks to play it towards Mendez. Blocked, glove down. Mendez trying to backhand it on the goal. Loose, swatted towards the open net, and the Seahawks could not fire it home. Out to the blue line, Breen. Waiting right side. Breen in behind the net. Glides left side, looking for the wraparound. Breen turns, fires, and it's blocked. Remillard stepping up in front of that one. Mendez forces it in front of the cage. Curley will grab it there for UNE. And she'll sprint back the other way. Pressured from behind by Ricard. Curley. Wide right side. Knocked away from Letrakowski. Back now is Maddie Cox. Cox has Ricard gliding with her. Cox knocked away by Curley. And now could be a 2-on-1 here for the Nor'easters. Letrakowski over the line right side with Krugnali. Letrakowski left for Krugnali, who scores! UNE in overtime. It's Krugnali, the senior from Pittsburgh, who wins the game for the Nor'easters. And they survive another monumental comeback for the Seahawks. Bitter disappointment for the seniors who wanted to go out in style here in their final, what's likely to be their final home game. What an effort, though, here tonight from Salve. Seahawks salute their home fans. A stunning finish. But what a game. Seahawks down 3-0 in the third, score 3 unanswered. But in overtime, it's Bella Krugnali who will send UNE home happy after everything. I want to thank our entire staff and production crew here tonight. Emily Glory helping to provide live statistics. Your camera person here tonight has been Juliana Petronio. And we want to thank you all for joining and listening along with us. And once again, this is likely the final home game of the season for Salve Regina. So a special shout out and congratulations to Celia Paulskill, Kimberly Dunn, Bryn Mendez, Cassie LaRiviere, Paige Stapleton, Colby Lopez Balboa, Dakota McMahon, and Madison Jalbert on a tremendous 4+ years here at Salve Regina. And we wish them luck in the postseason, which will start next week. Once again, your final here tonight, UNE 4, Salve Regina 3. I am Andrew Pizzelli. Have a good night, everyone.